motion.
That'd be fun.
Slow motion would have been pretty bad.
Right.
All right, let's try not to move forward or backwards.
Oh, yeah,
You can't see the screen. You don't have your phone for a timer, do you?
Oh, I do.
Oh, you know what?
You got fancy watches.
I use fancy watch. All right.
There you go.
10 minutes and 46.
Oh, God, here we go.
All right.
Is it going to, like, alarm?
No.
Oh, okay, we're just going to keep an eyeball on?
Yeah.
Wonderful news.
What's up, everybody?
Yo.
Hello, Leyline Studios ites or something like that.
We should have a name for
those
people.
Those who follow the
Those
Leylines.
who follow the Leylines.
I'm Luke.
I'm Dustin.
And here we are again with another weekly devlog. Wanted to say some things about the game. Going to try and stay on task.
Yes.
Fairly. A little bit.
45 minutes.
Yeah, so we don't... obviously we don't really have a format for this sort of thing. These videos are they're probably going to be the kind of videos that, like, when people go back and look at the history of the channel, they're going to be like, oh, I see.
The Dark Ages. Yes, right.
The Dark Ages. But we've got a small viewership, and I think that viewership are the main people that have, downloaded the game, played the game, bought the game. They've been with us since, square one.
Right.
And so it's kind of important, I think, that we at least remain somewhat vocal about what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm a dinosaur. I don't like being on social media a whole lot, and so I will totally bury my head in the sand.
Right.
And then 4 months will pass and people are like, are they still working on that game?
Sorry, I didn't tweet every 13 minutes,
right.
every day. So, yeah, definitely trying to get better is going to be, especially for the future games coming out.
Right, exactly.
The outreach is definitely going to be the major thing I think we probably work on that side of the game.
100%.
So, absolutely.
But, to be honest, I think we've been doing a lot better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In the last couple weeks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because the game's been in the works for so long, and only, like, semi-recently, within the past year, have we even from a year out, from PAX, have we even had a social media presence. So.
Exactly, yeah. So, and so that is a good segue into one of the first things we want to talk about is kind of our timeline for this game, Streets of Blaze specifically. Obviously, we've got some ideation going for Mayhem Live, because we like to kick ideas around and stuff like that. But our primary focus for right now is trying to make sure that we can produce and deliver version 1.0 of Streets of Blaze in a timely manner.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I think April was our original target.
Yeah.
Now, that was our original target considering getting Kickstarter funds.
I was going to say, that was with everything. Yeah, everything going perfectly. April being the...
Right, that was best case scenario.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
I'm still kind of proud of the fact, though, that I think we're still, on track to, get that out. So that's definitely a good thing. Right now, what we're focusing on is we've kind of got the major bones of the game. They're all pretty much tied up. I actually spent a significant amount of time today debugging some stuff, and I've replaced all of the placeholder meshes. So, like, the placeholder knife, which was just a cylinder with a blade on it, is now an actual knife and that sort of thing. We've made some executive decisions on what we're cutting out of the game, which I think is important because what a lot of people don't realize is, and I'm sure any indie developer can relate, right? There are going to be 100 things that you want to include when you first start talking about the idea. There was a lot of branching, level design, and all kinds of stuff we wanted to include in the game. But, you have to think about what needs to be in there to communicate what your original vision is.
Yeah, what the vision is. That's important. Executing whatever that vision is, even if the vision evolves through the development of the game, you eventually get to a point where, like, this is the meat and potatoes, pretty much, of what it is that we want this game to represent. And should we have time and resources available to add those other things that we want, then great, they make it in. But for the most part, we have a solid box of what to deliver. So.
Well, because I think the important thing is that you get the game made.
Yeah, right.
You know
yeah,
what I mean, I think that's the most important part.
The finish line is that having the game made, right?
So, and I've always maintained, I think, if you think our game is okay or if you think it's good, just wait for our next game.
Exactly. It's literally step number one into this thing. It's learning along the way, and it can only snowball into better and better projects.
So. And we had to start somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, right. Yeah, you gotta start.
Yeah.
You don't start on Modern Warfare 2.
right. Yeah. And so some of the other things that we wanted to talk about related to Streets Ablaze is like, so this week I was really trying to make sure that a lot of the bugs that have kind of persisted, and also some of the bugs that were introduced in some of the changes that I made, I want to make sure that those are like all gone, because despite the fact that we have some pretty hardcore fans, we don't have a huge QA department.
Yes, right, yeah. So what we come across is what is going to be solved.
Right. Even our friends are somehow finding it difficult to play the game and, get some feedback going.
Yeah, it is.
Nobody's left a review. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking to like 3 people right now. But I am still always surprised at the reception that we're getting from the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I saw a talk a while ago where a guy was talking about, he's like, you want people to either hate what you're doing or absolutely love what you're doing. He's like, the worst is them just thinking, it's okay. Because then it just kind of fades into obscurity.
Yeah, right. Why did you even embark on this task if it's going to get no attention, whether positive or negative? If it just exists in a vacuum, then nothing was really gained.
But the people I've talked to that have played the game, they're really enjoying it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's important because one of the reasons we did the early access release was so that we could kind of gather some of that feedback. We weren't 100% positive where we wanted certain aspects like the combat and the controls and how we wanted it to feel. We had a general idea, but there were some things that you just kind of have to get from the audience. Yeah, you know? And so we were really glad to get the initial people that bought the game on early access, some of our Kickstarter followers, and even some of the people we were able to give the game, for free. It was real important that, we kind of involved the audience at that point. So a lot of that stuff is getting ironed out and smoothed over.
Oh yeah, watching those first initial streams was super great. Watching just kind of
that was really cool.
Real time somebody encountering mechanics and stuff in your game and things that you're like, well, duh, that's how it's been since day one, and then for someone else to pick it up and be like, how does this happen? And it's just very cool to have that feedback. So,
well, I know when I'm playing the game, I know exactly how it works.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and so I avoid I don't want to say dumb mistakes, but I avoid doing just natural things because I'm like, I know exactly where to go.
Yeah, right. I gotta beeline to the thing that I'm looking to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you sit down, you watch somebody play it for the first time, and they're like, they go and do something you didn't even know was in the game, and it's like,
just jumping around on top of the vending machine, and I'm just
right.
Why are you even back there? Let alone why is the vending machine called? Why do we even have a collision for this?
Right.
So it's awesome.
One of the things I kind of want to turn that into is with Mayhem. I want to get people involved right off the bat. Even if it's not necessarily doing public alpha tests or anything like that. I'd like to get some people on stream, at least watching us stream.
Yes.
That way we can really nail down, because I want that game to feel tight.
Oh, totally. Tight. Yeah, right. Yeah, be able to work on something live and be like, what do you guys think of this?
Exactly.
Get that immediate feedback and be like, cool, that is exactly how this is going to be.
Right.
Put that into the game.
Right.
Yeah, that's going to be really, really great, especially for brainstorming sessions and stuff. We're going to be doing a bunch of live streams and things coming up too. That's going to be a big part of the design process for Mayhem Live. It's going to be a lot more, just almost like this powwow sit-down sessions, almost like live podcast.
Community engagement.
Wonderful. Hashtag it. Thank you. That's going to be a big part of that.
Buzzword hat.
So that's going to be great. That's going to be real fun to be able to sit down and have people in the chat and go through points like that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So other than that, I think the main things that we've just got going on, with the launch, and I think once we reach a point where we know hey, this game is going to be launched in like the next 10 days or the next 20 days or however long it is, when we know for certain. We'll probably do some sort of countdown.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to have a launch party. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Fantastic. Yeah, come on, first game, you gotta have some kind of launch party. That's,
right,
yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
What do you...
Okay.
I can't wait for this to be a different angle. And...
I'll double check it. So, if you were joining us,
yes,
what happened was we had a technical snafu.
That's how that works.
Yes. And so we are back.
Welcome.
Sorry for the interruption.
We are so good at this.
No, we're not.
No, I don't think so.
Absolutely terrible.
Where we left off.
We were going to talk about...
what is the launch price of the game going to be?
Right. And to summarize, because I don't want to talk again for another 10 minutes.
45 minutes, yeah.
We are exploring options as far as increasing the price when 1.0 comes out.
Yeah.
Slightly. Because there are a lot of factors that kind of go into what you're charging for a game. And, when we initially started, it was even higher than, where we're planning on going. But it was that way for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah, there's different times of the year that you want to release a game, different marketing strategies and stuff you want to hit, and price points change and bounce around like that. You also don't want to shortchange yourself.
Exactly.
At the same time, it is also our first game, so
so there's an ebb and flow and an
Absolutely.
even balance, and so that's something that we're considering. I know in the early access dialogue that you kind of, when you answer some questions, and one of the questions is, do you plan on increasing the price? And I think initially we didn't plan on increasing the price, but we also weren't planning on lowering the price.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
What we're doing is trying to strive for a little bit of equilibrium, so that our studio costs can get covered at this point.
We still want to keep making games, and
100%
keeping the lights on is important for doing
very important.
So,
other than that, I think we want to tell people to like, comment, and subscribe.
It's a very important situation that we talked about at length.
Yes.
You will not be seeing.
Yes, we're going to cut a good 30 minutes of like, comment, and subscribe.
Commentary about that. Apparently it's important. Share it on all the social media platforms. That also helps a lot. Get us out to other people that have never seen us before and see what we're about.
If you are interested in getting a copy of the game, even right now, not even, but when we release it on 1.0.
If you want to stream it, do a review, anything like that,
hit us up on any one of these email addresses.
Look at that.
Editing.
It's wonderful.
Right. That way you can help us out, and we can help you out by getting you a free copy of the game.
Absolutely.
What else did we talk about?
I think that was it for the most part.
Yeah. I think that was it. Wow, it goes so much faster the second time.
The second time around? Yeah. Literally, this went on for another half hour.
Oh my goodness, let's not do that again.
No, this video will be under 15 minutes now. This is great.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Plenty of time for a Streets of Blaze trailer.
Oh, look at this.
Streets Ablaze.